Hey there, Gemini. Welcome to your reading for your bonus reading for March 2024. You start off with this full moon in Gemini. It says, the answers you need are coming. There you go. We could probably stop the reading right there. But you have this Seven of Pentacles in your current general energies. These Seven of Pentacles can represent like a change in direction or needing to change direction in your life. And so there could be some sort of change in direction that's coming in for you. I feel like you're trying to decide if something is worth it or not. It seems to me like a lot of people are weighing their options in different areas of their life. So, the Seven of Pentacles is a card of analyzing something and, trying to determine whether or not it's worth it to keep putting your energy into something or not. And, like I said, it seems to me like that's what you're trying to do here. And let's see where this is going. But it actually looks pretty good. So I was worried about that tower, especially because the tower is your crossing energy. The crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you. But this, I would say, looks like a positive tower moment. The other thing I will tell you is that you have the Judgment card as well. Whenever I have a reading with Tower and Judgment, to me, this represents like a major wake-up call, a major revelation, and it's actually not a bad thing. Usually when we have the two together in a reading, it kind of represents something that we need to wake up to. But then you have this Joy card, this hummingbird spirit, and you have some other good cards as well. So, there could just be a change or a sudden change that you're making in your life. Again, you have the Tower as your crossing energy. The Tower as your crossing energy could represent a time when you ignored reality. The Tower, the whole point of the Tower is that these people inside the tower are ignoring reality, and now they're being brought back down to reality. They are seeing things for how they actually are, and they're needing to embrace reality. The tower also only ever gets reduced down to its foundation, so they have to rebuild. Basically you get reduced down to the foundation and then you rebuild a new tower, hopefully stronger the next time. But we always will have tower moments in life forever. That's the whole point of life, is that we go through the fool's journey. We always encounter the tower and we always rebuild stronger after. And so I feel for a lot of you, that's what this could be talking about, is that you are kind of like gaining some sort of new reality. In the area of your thoughts, you have the High Priestess. Number one, I would trust your intuition here. It also seems to me like that card literally says the answers you need are coming. So you are getting the answers you need on something. And I would say that it's a mystery. The High Priestess can represent something in your life, like an opportunity or something that you're looking at where you're not sure what you're not sure like what goes into the mystery. And what the hell does that mean? What it means is like you could be interested in a job or a business, but you're not 100% sure like what you have to do to grow the business, or you're not sure what you have to do to get things growing faster, improving faster. And I kind of see that's what's going on here with the High Priestess. So, I feel for a lot of you, you're kind of looking into things like that are mysteries to you and learning about them. The High Priestess also represents unlimited potential. She has no roof over her head here, and it just says that whatever she's thinking about, there are no limits to what she can accomplish. She just has to get moving. So sometimes I feel this is a card about taking control, getting moving, and interestingly enough, you go down on the Chariot. The Chariot is a card of hard control, so it's a card of really taking control and really making something happen. You have the Seven of Swords in the area of your foundation. The Seven of Swords can be lying, cheating, stealing, but really the Seven of Swords is a card of tactics. You also end with this strategy card that says becoming more strategic to succeed in the long term. So I definitely feel that this is talking about strategy. The Seven of Swords, he's stealing those swords from an army in the background. So he isn't just going to war. He's making sure that the army can't use swords against him in battle. So it's basically saying, anything that you want to accomplish in your life, how can, is there a better way to do it? And this comes up for basically everyone. I was literally on an interview the other day where someone said to me, like, what is there a card that comes up for everyone more than any other card? And I said, yes, the Seven of Swords. And I think that it's because we are in a time where the universe really wants us to be tactical, or the universe wants us to, come up with better ways of or different ways of doing things in life, whether that's like running our business or finding success or whatever it is, or finding love. Just basically says, is there a better way to do it? In the area of the past, you have the Two of Cups. This is the energy of what you're moving past, and you could be moving past a connection for some of you. The Two of Cups is like two people who are meant to be look very different, who are very different. So you could be moving past a person where it's like the two of you are just too different, or you just don't see eye to eye. This also doesn't have to be love. I'm getting the Two of Cups can be you and your higher self. And I don't think you're moving past your higher self. I think that you are gaining a new perspective in your life. You have the Hawk here. The Hawk is about gaining a new perspective, but it's also about being a visionary as well. I definitely feel with Pluto entering into Aquarius, you being an air sign Gemini, I feel you could be getting really good ideas because of this, very innovative, very futuristic kind of visions or ideas. And whatever those ideas are, I would like embrace those ideas. I would move towards those ideas. And, especially if you're having ideas for like work or business or your career, any of these ideas that are, again, more futuristic, that are more like visionary things that people have never done before. Maybe you have innovative ideas in work, in business, in your love life, career, like all of your ideas, right? So I would embrace those ideas. Like I would look into those things that like stand out to you or that pop into your head or that kind of come out of nowhere because, again, these new perspectives could just be the thing that makes you very successful. In the area of your very near future, you have the King of Pentacles. Love it. King of Pentacles represents financial stability and security. So you could just be, finding that you're improving your financial stability or financial security. Interestingly enough, again, I have been pleasantly surprised with finances this year. Again, if I'm being honest with everybody, I thought 2024 was going to suck financially, as far as finances are concerned. I still think that there could be some sort of, between like now and the end of 2025, I think that we will probably see some sort of, re-dollarization or whatever you want to call it, or some sort of financial collapse or something's going to happen. But, I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing for everybody because, again, the 2024 readings were super abundant. All the readings that I've been doing, these bonus readings for the month of March, have been talking about abundance as well. So either we are just getting smarter, or really things are not going to be as bad as people think, and, things are going to improve is what I would say. You even have this hummingbird card, which the hummingbird says joy on it. You could be finding more joy in the work that you're doing. So it wouldn't surprise me if some of you, could be just either getting a position. I do have something popping into my head about like getting a job. So if you've been struggling to get a job or you've been struggling to find a position, I feel that some of you could be finding a better position or something that's more favorable for you. I also feel for others that, this could say that you've been going on a long journey financially, and, there could be a better, you could be just experiencing better finances in general. Like you've been on a long journey to improve your finances. Now they're improving. In the area of the next few months, you have the Chariot. I would just say winning. I feel like you feel like you are winning over the next few months, like things are improving. Maybe you feel more safe and secure. I really feel that you feel more adventurous as well. And I've been saying to everyone, like, if there was like one thing that I really would focus on during Pluto and Aquarius, it would be increasing your opportunities, or increasing, giving yourself more options, right? And it's like, but to have more options in life, we have to have options in life. So how do we have more? If you have no options, how can you increase your options? And really the answer is like education. That's like the number one thing. So if you have no options, just go learn about something that you're interested in that will immediately increase your options. And then just go start having experiences with the things that you learn. The people who do that, I mark my words, the people who learn something, go have an experience with it, you are going to not only increase your options, but you're going to increase your abundance. Things will happen for you if you do that. And the Chariot is a card of success, so I see a lot of success coming in for you here. You have the Judgment card. This is coming up in the area of your closest relationships. So I feel for some of you, you could be revisiting some past relationships. And I'm not even talking about love here. It could be, but I feel this could be just talking about people in general. Maybe there are some people in your life that you haven't seen in a long time, and you could be, having a reunion or meeting up with those people. I also feel like there could be like past life people coming in for you as well, where you could be forming new connections, but they could almost be like past life. Clearly, clearly there is some sort of major revelation going on for you. Again, to me, this right here is the most powerful combination of the tarot, the Tower and the Judgment card. I would prefer it if they were like touching or if they were next to each other in the reading, but it still counts as far as I'm concerned. And so I would pay attention to any aha moments you have, any light bulb moments that you have over the next like few months, not even just this month, but next few months. If you have like a sudden realization, or again with that hawk spirit, if you feel like you're seeing the future, if you have some like foresight, I would pay attention to that, because it could lead you to your purpose. It could lead you to a new purpose, something like that. In the area of your future feelings, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of protection. It's a card of drawing a line in the sand, or, putting up some boundaries. So you could be putting up some boundaries in your life, and, you could be like protecting yourself from something. I don't think this is a bad thing either. The Seven of Wands is also a card of conviction. It says when you know that something will be successful, that's when you'll be successful. So it's almost like you are committing to success. I know that sounds stupid because everybody's committed to success, but I feel like you're extra committed to being successful at doing something, and that commitment is probably going to lead to more success. Your outcome is the Eight of Swords. I think that this is the typical Gemini energy. As a Gemini moon, I totally get it. It's like sometimes I start things and I kind of get committed to starting a project or working in a direction, but then I start overthinking it and I want to move in another direction. So I get it, but I feel like the Eight of Swords is saying that there are like a million ways that you can do something. So, don't be too stuck on doing, accomplishing a goal, wish, or dream in your life only one way. There are a million ways that you can accomplish things. So just be flexible. You have a strategy card. It says, become more strategic to succeed long term. Look at your current goals and imagine what obstacles may appear. So again, kind of like planning things out before you get started could lead to more success, or could make sure that you don't encounter obstacles, or could help you even overcome obstacles that could pop up. With the Seven of Pentacles and the Tower, you have the King of Pentacles here. This could be a permanent connection, by the way. So if you're looking for love, there could be a person who is entering into your life. Could be a Taurus, or, it could be a person with a lot of Taurus in their chart or something. And, it could be a very stable, successful person, or just at least stable. And, I feel you could be attracting that. I also do feel like you could be doing something stable. I know I just repeated myself, but he is very good at doing something. He has these grapes on his cloak, and grapes in the tarot represent having a specific skill. He's really good at doing one thing, and that is popping into my head for you here, Gemini, where it would be really good for you to get good, as the kids say, at one thing in your life, and then to express that skill. That's what will probably lead to long-term success. With the High Priestess, you have the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It's a card of knowing that you know that you can be successful. It's a card of like really committing to one thing in your life and making it happen. And that's what I feel like you need to do here, is like really, really, fully commit to make something happen in your life, and then it will happen. You have the Seven of Wands twice. There you go. This could be something hard, with the High Priestess. The High Priestess, again, represents unlimited potential, but she also kind of represents needing to dig into the mystery. I always look at her as needing to get started. Like, she could represent some impossible dream that you have, that is a mystery. She represents secrets, a mystery, where it's like maybe you want to accomplish something, but maybe there's a knowledge gap, or you have to dig into mystery, or you have to go exploring to get the answers. You have to see what's behind the curtain, right? You have to see the inner workings of something. And that's popping into my head with the High Priestess. It's like you're thinking about an opportunity in your life where you have to get into the guts of something. It's like, I really don't have any examples for you. All I do all day is YouTube, right? So it's like I have tons of people that are like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber, and, all this other stuff that comes to me. I'm more than happy to, give those people advice, but it's not as glamorous as it might seem. Like, there are things you have to do that are like boring, or, that are kind of like the guts of something, right? And that's how I feel about the High Priestess. It's like, I think that you're thinking about an opportunity that will be enjoyable, but there might be some parts of it that are kind of boring. And, that's life, right? With the Seven of Swords, you have the Six of Swords. I do feel like some of you could be moving on from like a liar, cheater, stealer. So if you've dealt with a person in the past who is a liar, cheater, stealer, I just see you moving on. Six of Swords is about fully releasing the past. This woman and this child in this boat here, they have nothing but the clothing on their back, and they're completely moving on to the other side. They're moving on to calmer shores. So I feel like you are moving on to calmer shores, or you're moving on to the other side of something in your life, and I don't know, that's it. With the Two of Cups, you have the King of Wands. Could be a fire sign that you're moving on from. How crazy is it that I literally said foresight and visionary with the Hawk card? The King of Wands is a card of foresight. He is also the visionary in the tarot. So I'm telling you right now, any of your visionary ideas, I am telling you, I need to get a meme of that lady that freaked out on the airplane. I am telling you right now that this right here is saying that your futuristic ideas, Gemini, are going to lead to a lot of success. And, I would say any crazy futuristic ideas, any plans for the future, any new goals, wishes, dreams, new directions you have, like I would tap into those things, because those are, those futuristic ideas for you are going to be very successful. And it doesn't even have to be that futuristic. It could just be that you come up with a better way to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You put the peanut butter on the outside of the sandwich and the jelly on the inside, something like that, right? And, again, whatever your ideas are, I would put those ideas out into the world. They're probably going to be successful. I do also feel you could be attracting a fire sign into your life. Here you go. With the King of Pentacles, Judgment. I literally said I prefer these two right here to be touching. Now they're all touching tips with each other. So, I feel for a lot of you, there is clearly a major wake-up call, a major revelation coming in for you. I really see this as more of an aha moment, or, a light bulb moment that you're having in your life, Gemini. So if you've been trying to figure out how to grow your business, or how to get a raise or a promotion, it's almost like you're getting the idea here. And it could be very futuristic. Like maybe you come up with some sort of crazy plan for the company you work for, and you go tell your boss, and that's the thing that gets you a raise, So again, that's the type of energy I see here. Same thing for business as well. Again, maybe you come up with some sort of crazy idea of how to do something in work or business, and that could be the thing that ultimately makes you successful. So yes, I really like this. With the Chariot, you have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is a never-ending nightmare. It's like having a nightmare, waking up, being stuck in a nightmare. So I always tell people to not repeat a mistake. And, I actually don't feel like this is bad, but what I would say is I feel like you have a choice. The Chariot, he is leaving that city behind him right? And the Nine of Swords would say that maybe you are hesitating in walking away from something, or maybe you are hesitating. I kind of get the feeling of hesitating moving away from something, or hesitating starting something, right? So, I feel like the Chariot is saying it's time to leave a comfort zone because you're heading towards success. And I feel like the Nine of Swords is saying, it's time for you to take control. It's time for you to leave something behind that no longer serves you. Six of Swords, Chariot, I feel like this is good, but, it's time to change. Yeah, with the Judgment card, you have the Eight of Cups. It is time to walk away from something. This is about, walking away from things that no longer serve you. This is about walking towards fulfillment. It's about not settling as well. It's like sometimes I feel with the Eight of Cups that staying in the Eight of Cups would be settling in your life. And he doesn't really know what he's walking towards. He maybe is walking towards the Nine of Cups, which would be total fulfillment, but he just knows that what he's walking away from definitely isn't right. And so he's not willing to settle. And sometimes I think when we do that, in the eyes of the universe, when we walk away from things where we say, no, I'm not going to settle for this because it's not right, then the universe says, well, they're serious. They are 110% committed to what they actually want in life. So now they're going to get it. So there you go. With the Seven of Wands, you have the Four of Cups. Yeah, again, not 110% satisfied. Again, people always say to me, I have walked away from things that I'm not satisfied with. But then in the next sentence, they'll say, but I'm still working at this job that I hate. I'm like, then you're not. So we have to kind of make sure that we're not staying in anything that we are not satisfied with, right? And that does not mean you should just quit your job and go try to get a new one. That means you should go get a new one that you would be satisfied with first and then quit your job. So yes, we live in the real world. And, as much of a law of attraction fan as I am, I also think that, again, we shouldn't just quit jobs, and, we have to be a little bit more realistic, right? And so I wouldn't just quit anything, but I would start working towards it. And I think that's more important. Four Cups is about being disappointed with the results you've been receiving up until this point. And the Four Cups is about mixing things together. I always say, he's trying to manifest a cake. He has the flour, sugars, and the eggs in front of him, but he needs to mix it together and pop it in the oven. It's almost like you have all the right ingredients to be very successful, but you have to put it all together. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Eight of Swords. I feel like you need to see that there are a million and one ways to do anything that you want to do in your life. And, I feel like you just need to do it with the Eight of Swords. Really, Eight of Swords isn't that bad of a card. It just says you just need to open up to other ways of doing things. You have this handshake card. It says a meeting with a stranger could be important. It's kind of funny because it's popping into my head as the whole rant I went on about giving yourself options. It's like if you put yourself out there more in life, you're giving yourself more options. You're giving yourself more opportunities to encounter people, places, and things that could help you on your journey. And that's exactly what you should do here with that card. You have this table card. It says hard work ahead. Yeah, I feel like you are going to be working very hard here. I want to pull this card as well for some reason. It says V for victory, victory in some endeavor. I'm telling you right now, I think you are going to be working very hard this year, but it's like hard work that's going to pay off. So, if you are working on anything new, it's going to pay off big time. You have this bow card. It says you are highly thought of. I kind of feel like you need to make sure that you're, surrounding yourself with people who value you with the Eight of Cups. So again, if you're in a situation with people who don't value you, I would walk away. I do feel like some of you are going to have like one of those moments this year where you're going to have to like walk away from something, but this is not like a bad thing, It's like maybe you start a group with a person or you join a group with some people and it doesn't work out. I don't know. That might only be for some of you, right? But there's something here about you needing to value what you bring to the table. You have the shield card. It says you need to defend yourself. I don't think you have to do anything. I think that, again, Gemini, we've been talking about this since 2022, right? When we had Mars retrograde in Gemini at the end of 2022 into 2023. I just think that this is saying ignore the gossip. You have this turkey. It says someone is behaving stupidly. I would avoid anyone who's behaving stupidly as well. But this is a really good reading. I love where this is going. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your month.